You might be wondering why I look like a 90s hippie style. It's not for a particular reason. It's because I wanted to shoot a video. I wanted to post share things on Instagram, and I also wanted to do this video. So I was like, why not?
Okay.
Hi little butterflies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I wanted to talk about this topic for a long time, and I don't know why, but I really wanted to talk about it. So I'm having no friends to having some friends and to being in a big group and gang. For my 18 years of living, I know somewhat about friendship, and I wanted to talk about it, especially for my girls my age who are struggling with friendship. So, growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends. I was just, I didn't have a lot of friends. I was friends with people, but no one was close to me. I wasn't close to anyone. I had like, when I was little, I had like a friend in year. I used to switch friends every year because one year I'll have a friend, and next year when I come back to school, they won't talk to me anymore. So I grew up having like bunch of friends every year, like a single friend each year, right? Till fifth grade, when I got my one of my best friends, who's still my friend, thankfully still. She's amazing. She's a goddess. God bless her. So till fifth grade, I was like a loner, a loner kid. I am with a bunch of friends, but I don't think I've noticed or valued friendships till I got to high school. So in 10th grade, I had my group of friends, which also I have right now. I'm so grateful for having them. Even when I switched schools, they're still with me. That's very grateful. And they're like, I think they're like the only family group I've ever had, you know. And it's crazy, maybe, I don't know. I feel like they're the only friend group I'll ever have in my life. But that's great. I'm so grateful. I have had a lot of friends, but only some of them were emotionally close to me that I could call like a best friend. Someone who would be there for me, and someone who would stand by my side through anything, right? And growing up, when I changed schools from when in 10th grade to senior high school, which is 11th and 12th, when I changed schools, I had to leave behind my old friends to meet a new group of people and to have new friends. And at first, it was awesome. It was like I made a group of friends. It was awesome. It was amazing. And I was like, oh my god, I had like a group of friends in 10th grade. So I'm gonna make the best group of friends in my senior high school too. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. So I'm not gonna go into detail about this. That's another story time. If you want story time, please tell me, guys. I will tell my crazy stories. So, anyways, that group fell out. It was insane. It was this horrible, horrible, horrible situation. It was a horrible thing to be. And that group fell out, and in that group, I only had like one best friend that I called, like, that was so close to me. Like, she was the only person I was close in that entire batch. We had two classes, and that entire batch, she was the only one who I called close, like really close. I also was in hostel, so it was like we were there day and night. We see each other every day. It was just her. She was my best friend. She was everything I had. But then we fell out. There's this, I don't know the reason, and I actually don't know the reason, but we fell out, and that broke me a lot. Like, that literally just broke me, and I had days where I used to cry every single day about it, and it was insane. It was a horrible experience, horrible experience. And after she left, she went into another group, and in my class there was only a few girls, and these girls were all single group, right? And I used to be so alone. I used to be so alone, especially seeing your close best friend leave you and go to another group. It's just, if you had that experience, like, you're strong. Shout out to you. We're all strong. Yeah. Awesome. And that really taught me a lot about being independent and being alone and facing things by yourself. And after that friendship breakup, I met a lot of people, like a lot of people who was very great, very great friends, who still in my life. I'm very grateful, and I think after that friendship breakup, I met my real best friend from there, and she's still here in my life, and I'm so grateful. She's awesome, goddess. You've ever felt like you don't belong in the big friend group? It's it's okay. It's okay to not belong in the big friend group. It's okay to not, it's okay to lose a friend. It's okay to lose a best friend, because every time you lose something, it's not a loss most of the time. Most of the time, it's not a loss. Trust me on this. So if you lose a best friend, trust me, you're gonna gain another best friend who's like amazing, amazing. You're gonna gain a best friend who deserves you, who you deserve. You know what I mean? And most of the time, most of the friend groups, are big friend groups I've seen, are fake. I'm not telling every friend group is fake, but most of the big friend group who's like very loud, who like the dream friend group is fake. Everybody hates each other, or they all gang up on one girl, or they're like split in different groups. They're never emotionally close or anything. I've seen, like, literally in my last school. Oh my god, the friend group I used to envy so much was the most fakest friend group I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay? Literally. Oh my god, everybody just hated each other. They hated everybody. They hated each other. It's crazy. So if you think like, oh, I don't belong in that big friend group, I don't belong in that friend group, don't worry. You might, most of the time, 90% of the time, you saved yourself. Yeah, friendships are a big part of our life, because, like, especially as a female friendships are like the core to life. All my female friends that I have is awesome, goddesses. Like, literally, they support me through everything. They've been there for me emotionally. They've held me close when I cried on their shoulder. They've given me advices. I've had a good laugh with them. Everything. They're amazing. And if you have friends like that in your life, you're lucky, because that's rare. Trust me, having friendships like that is rare, whether female or male friendship. I don't have much male friendships, but all the friends I've had, it's great. I've never had any beef with anyone. All of my best friends though were someone I call like the best friend were my ex-boyfriends, right? I lost all of them. That's why they're called.
Hey, I'm okay. I'm fine. Quinchana. Quinchana. Ding, ning, 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 ning.
So I lost all of them, but I have a few male friends. Yeah, they're awesome too. But in general, having friendships who support you, who uplift you, and who's there for you through anything is just awesome. It's rare. So if you have friends like that, keep it. Keep them. Back to my high school. When I was in high school, I had one friend. Like, after that friendship breakup, only person I let into my life was this one friend, this one single friend, and she's still my best friend. She will always be my best friend. Yeah. So her and oh my god, can I have just like, she was in the other class. We had two classes, and she was in the other class. And so usually I only meet her during breaks and during the dinner time, during our hostel, and during breakfast. That's the only time I get to talk to her, see her, and all. So most of the time in my class, I was alone. I used to sit alone.
Anyway, so
I used to sit alone. I used to uh, do everything alone. I did have friends, but most of the time I was alone. Especially when she's not there during hostel, when she's leave or something like that. Like I always used to walk alone most of the time, and I'll see these big friend groups. Everybody had someone with them. Everybody had a group. Everybody was in a group, but I wasn't. And yes, sometimes I do used to get sad by the fact that I was never close with anyone and I didn't have a friend group. But thinking about it right now, it's good because, you know, most of those friend groups were fake and most of them I didn't just vibe with. Sometimes you just don't vibe with the people. And that's alright. That's okay. It's okay to not have friends. It's okay if you're a loner, if you walk around the school, that's okay because you only need people who elevate your energy, who value you, who understand you. You only need those kind of people in your life, and you should only let those kind of people in your life. It's okay to sit alone than to sit with the wrong people. Suppose you go into your friend groups and like I said, they're fake and everybody hates each other. You're gonna start people pleasing. You're gonna try to fit in a group where you don't belong. You're not supposed to fit in, my colleague. You're not supposed to fit in. You're supposed to stand out. And that's not like a cliche quote. That is true. Sometimes you're just not supposed to fit in. You're supposed to stand out. You may not know this right now, but there are tables reserved for you somewhere. This is coming from a girl who successfully survived, graduated high school. Obviously, I hated my high school and I hated most of the people there. And I'm a survivor. If you are someone who is going through high school, or if you are a person who just got out of high school, trust me on this. You will find amazing, great people in your life. You will find a lot of friends, a lot of great people who will make you forget the fact that you were alone your entire high school. If you still didn't find, friends in college, that's all right. That's all right. It's okay to not have friends. That's what I said. It's okay to not have friends. As long as you got yourself, as long as you know your worth, as long as you know your energy is only for the right people, it's gonna be awesome. You're gonna bring in the right, amazing people into your life. Now, generally, friendships are awesome. Having a companion, like a friend group, or like a bunch of friends in your life is always great. And as you grow up, you're gonna find a lot of nice new people. I am so excited for the people I'm going to find in my 20s. I'm excited to meet the people and meet the people in college. Maybe they are bad people, maybe they are good people. That's alright. That's not something I should be worried about right now. But I'm excited. Remind yourself you're a baddie. Put your crown back on, because your energy is valuable. Your energy is only for the people who deserve it. Repeat that. Repeat that to yourself. Okay? If you're alone, if you're a loner, you don't have friends, that's alright. Give zero shit and just walk alone like a baddie you are. It's alright. That's basically what I wanted to talk about for a long time, because I was writing this in my journal. Yeah, I was writing this in my journal about friendship breakups and other female friendships I had. I know it doesn't make much sense. I don't know if it made any sense, but I just randomly yapped about something, and I hope you understand. I don't know, I love to give advices. So if you want me to talk about anything else, comment down below, share this to your baddie friends, and let's create this community where um, it's like pink baddie girls who are my little baddie butterflies. Subscribe to my channel, like, share, and also check out my Instagram. I post a lot of content there that I post on YouTube, so check that out. Yeah, so that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.